This is Game Day Live Overtime, sponsored by Alexander's Steakhouse.
Yes, indeed, an unusually chilly night for week 2 of the high school football season. Welcome to Game Day Live Overtime, 30 minutes devoted to high school football. I'm Kurt Pegler.
And I'm Patrick Cunningham. Night like this, you might want some soup, but tonight we start with a hot bowl of chili.
Yeah, how about the Chili Bowl, the rivalry between Normal Community and Normal West. The Ironmen recover an onside kick to open the game, and on the first play from scrimmage, razzle-dazzle. Lucas Beatty to Luke Potts. He's throwing it downfield to speedster Michael Mavick. This is a 50-yard scoring play right off the bat. 7-0 Iron. First West possession, it's the Iron D. Kamarion Coleman with the pick. He gets a nice return. Normal Community turns this into a field goal. It's 10-0 in the opening minutes of the game. Now West would settle in. Malik Givens-Smith gets 2 short touchdown runs out of the Wildcat formation for a 14-13 lead. But the Ironmen make a couple of huge plays in the fourth quarter. You saw this play on our web stream on CIProud.com. Jalen Smith, the pick six. The Ironmen do it again to the Wildcats. 35-22 your final.
Now an all Peoria matchup. It's Notre Dame and Peoria High. Opening possession for the Lions. Right on the goal line, Terrian Pollard plows his way through the humanity for the 1-yard score, 6-0 Lions. And then they stopped P&D looking for another score, but Dallas Harder with the interception for the Irish. Weaves his way back into Peoria territory. Looks like good field position here for P&D, but they're facing fourth down. They need this conversion. Zachary Pribetz tries to thread the needle, but Titavian Alexander with the pass breakup. Fourth down stand for the Lions, and Peoria is going to make them pay. Breon Green deep down the sideline. He's got Darian Mays. 54-yard touchdown. Lions win tonight 58-31.
Terrific matchup of undefeated teams at Hancock Stadium. It's U-High and Bloomington. The Raiders a 6-point lead at halftime, early third quarter. U-High's Owen Kirby to Bodie Clemens at a huge play inside the 5-yard line, and they're going to hand the ball off to their big fella, Rhett Lynch. He goes in from a yard out. Now the Pioneers have a 14-13 lead, but the Raiders pitch a shutout the rest of the night. Isaiah Martin and Kevion Chestnut, the sack here on the pressure as they converge at the quarterback. And then Jordan Norton on a nice run here for the Raiders, who pound the ball on the ground tonight. They get a late score, and they win this game 19-14 to improve to 2-0.
Also in the Big 12, rivals Manual and Richwoods playing under a beautiful sunset this evening. First quarter, the Rams looking to get some points on the board. Senior Tyree Porter sneaks around the back, runs it up the side. He is in for a touchdown. Now Richwoods looking to answer. It's going to be hard to see where the ball goes, but it ends up being sophomore Demarion Richardson sliding into the end zone right there for the score. Knights win that one 28-14. Moving on to the Middle Illini, Pekin home against Belleville East in a non-conference game. Dragons down 13-0, East in business, but on fourth down, Dragons defense comes up with a stop. The chain gang showing the Lancers are short. It's Pekin ball. Dragons trying to get going on offense. Brogan Benassi's ball tipped. Great concentration by Robert Martin to make the catch. Same drive, Benassi getting it done with his legs. Eludes the Lancers pass rush, picks up 17 with this run. Late comeback effort would fall short in the fourth quarter. They fall tonight 26-14.
Washington's home opener taking on the Troy Triad Knights. Washington's on defense here, and they're going to stuff the rush attempt here. Will Freeman is credited with the tackle for loss. The Panthers get the football back. Evan Deasy takes this one up the middle and more, and the Washington Panthers are in the red zone. They cap off the drive, a plunge from quarterback Noah Garcia. It's a 7-point win for the Panthers, their first of the year. 21-14 the final.
Dunlap looks to go 2-0. The Eagles hosting Rock Island. They're up 7-0. Fourth and goal at the 1. Handoff. Blake Dietz up the gut, lowers his shoulder, powers his way in for the score. It's 14-0 Dunlap. They're feeling good heading into the second quarter. Then Truman Tyra, some play action. Lofts it up to the big man, Max Sutter. Wide open, 35-yard touchdown for the Alabama commit. He would score twice tonight. It's 21-0. And then we'll cap off the half with another Dietz tutty right up the middle. 3 scores for him as well tonight. Dunlap wins easily 50-3.
East Peoria can move to 2-0 with a victory over Springfield Lanphier early in the first at the 10-yard line. Dalton Oakman hands it off to R.J. Jackson up the middle. That puts the Raiders on the board, and then the 2-point conversion is going to be Jackson doing work again. He's in, and he wasn't done with doing work tonight. Then from the 45, this is another run from Jackson. He is gone. East Peoria is a winner in shutout fashion, 49-zip, and they are 2-0 to start the season.
Home opener for Limestone. Corey Bielema's Rockets and Galesburg. The Rockets led at the half, trailing though here in the third, but not for long. Tyler Hammond going to get the ball. Looks like he's dead in the water here, but look at him work. sheds off the tackler. Then he gets a nice block outside, and he's got a whole lot of green grass in front of him. How about this? A 70-yard house call to put Limestone back out in front, but they do fall tonight, 42-25 to Galesburg. 3 Mid-Illini teams on the road this week. Metamora getting a win at LaSalle, Peru, 32-20. Morton, they're 2-0 with a 38-7 win over Marion Catholic. And then Canton also on the road tonight. They led in this game in the fourth quarter, but saw that slip away. They fall 41-27 to Taylorville. Now to the small schools. We start with a heated rivalry between programs just 7 miles apart.
Yeah, this one goes way back, this rivalry. It's Elmwood, Brimfield, and Farmington. Just down Highway 78 from one another. Farmington with a 40-point second quarter. Freshman Carson Noy hands the ball off to running back Gage Smith. This is a 40-yard touchdown. This is the kind of night it was for the Farmers. And then it's another young player, sophomore Leo Fauser, handing to senior Kobe Rook. He's going to break some tackles and get to the sidelines, and he's going to score again for Farmington. They do it to the Trojans once more. It's all Farmington, 58-6. They beat Elmwood Brimfield in that rivalry matchup.
Heart of Illinois Conference, Leroy and Tri-Valley squaring off on a beautiful night in Downs. It was a slow start for both teams, but Tri-Valley able to squeeze in some success. Quarterback Ethan Moore gets a short pass to Caden Fiskus. Vikings would pick up on their ground game as well. Take a look at this. Clock runs out in the first quarter, but running back Tommy Harris keeps it moving for a 20-yard gain. And their defense wasn't to be messed with either. This would be senior Isaiah Alexander for the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Vikings win a defensive battle. They're 2-0 after a 21-7 win.
Now Paso-Gridley at home taking on the Fieldcrest Knights. It's going to be the first play from scrimmage for EPG. Owen Adams, the toss to Aiden Adams. No relation. Turns the corner. Titans have first down. They're moving the chains. Next play, sneaky handoff against Braden Gibson. He goes down the right side, stiff arms what would be the only tackle that you need to break. It's a 67-yard TD. That sets the tone for the game. It's a 49-6 win for the unbeaten Titans.
Dee-Mack can go to 2-0 with a win over Tremont. Opening drive for the Chiefs. Zach Day going to connect here with Parker Eckenberger. This is good for a Dee-Mack first down here. It's going to take a lot of Tremont Turks to bring him down. Now they go to call his own number here on the ground, find a hole up the middle. That moves the chains. Dee-Mack knocking on the door. Direct snap here to Sean Denniston, and he's going to find pay dirt. Chiefs win 42-13 over Tremont.
Eureka home to take on St. Bede. This is non-conference game. Crucial 3rd and 13. The Hornets with it at the end of the half. It's Lincoln Knapp to Corday Klein on the slant round. He's going to get the first down and keep moving forward. Later, same drive, and Knapp's going to keep it himself up the middle, running through contact. He's going to stretch and get in. And the Hornets are in the win column, 35-zip. They beat the Bruins from St. Bede.
Over to the Illini Prairie, Central Catholic home against IVC. And the Saints, they marched right in with this one. Check out this run from Bao Shun Pao. Gets to the outside, tiptoes down the sideline. He's in for the score. Then it's Matthew Brady through the air. Look at this one fly. Eventually comes down in the hands of Creighton Schneerly. What a grab there by him. Then it's Brady again, shot out of a cannon. Races past everyone, 72-yard score. Saints win big tonight, 59-zip against the Gray Ghosts.
Olympia trying to move to 2-0. The Spartans at home against Riverton, and they are humming on offense. The option play here, Colin Simpson pitches it. Caden Collins gets it up the sidelines untouched. Olympia is in the end zone. He's got a caravan around him. And that's an easy 6. And then it's going to be Collins again. It doesn't get much easier than this one. Lots of daylight in front of him again. He's going to walk in for another score. And the Spartans roll to a 46-20 win over Riverton.
Second season of flag football in Illinois. Manual and Richwoods facing off. Manual on offense here, but the pass going to be picked off by Richwoods. And Jalia Adams returned for the Richwoods pick 6. She got a couple of sacks in the game as well. Later on, Brooklyn Groves, Watson pitches it to Acacia Morris, goes down the sideline, and she's making defenders miss. Sidestepping everyone. 80-yard odyssey leads to another score for the Knights, and they get the win, 42-6. Let's check on some other games from around the area. This was a matchup of 1-0 teams. Ridgeview Lexington, 14-0 over Hayworth. How about the Mustangs? They were 3-6 last year. They start 2-0 this season. Prairie Central on the road at Pontiac in Illini Prairie Conference play. Hawks get the win, 17-12. Over in the Lincoln Trail, Prairie Land, defensive battle. Stark County just edging out Abington Avon 13-12. And then Princeville rolling on the road tonight, 44-12 over South Fulton.
All right, coming up, we'll bring in our Game Day Live overtime correspondents to give analysis on some big games tonight. That's when Game Day Live overtime continues.